It's Natasha.
Unapologetic, unapologetic living.
Hey, I don't know if y'all were bopping your head, moving your body, but I like to just bop and weave every time I hear that beat right there, okay? That just reminds me of the good old unapologetic living with Natasha Bryant is about to hit the screen. So, welcome back to the Energize Her Spotlight Series. I am Tameka Chapman, the founder of Energize Her, and I'm excited to be back again. Listen. I told y'all I'm back. When I say I'm back, I'm back. Y'all about to be tired of me. But it's okay. Y'all ain't gonna get tired of me because y'all like me, right? So anywho, welcome back to another conversation here on the Energizer Spotlight series. And I'm excited to bring forth our next amazing unapologetic woman. Okay, she is joining us on the Energizer Wellness TV channel, hailing all the way from Philly. Okay, so without further ado, let me bring on Miss Natasha Bryant. Hey.
Hey.
Listen, what I did not tell the people, listen, go, first of all, I want you to like this, love it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want you to share it. Okay. Then the last
Mm-hmm.
thing I want you to do, I want you to make some comments. Let us know that you're here. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We want to engage with you, chat with you. Just do that in the comments. Come on back and do that. All right. So, hey, Natasha.
Hey, hey,
It's
hey.
Natasha. I love that part. I don't know why. I love that part. But anywho, so welcome to the Energizer Spotlight series, where where I am shining a bright light on all of the amazing women who are a part of the Energizer Vortex, right? Where we are empowering, educating, um, energizing women to just love their lives right now. And if it's something in your life that you don't like, don't love, can't trust, this is your moment to make a change, right? This is your moment to make some changes in how you're doing things and what it is that you do. So before we get started, I would love to have Natasha to introduce herself. Let us know who you are, what it is that you do, and just a little bit of your background. How did you get started in doing what it is that you do?
Yeah, so Natasha Bryant, I'm a licensed clinical social worker from Jersey all day, but I live in Philly now. And I am a psychotherapist, a confidence mindset coach, speaker, author, and the owner of Speak Like Transformation, which is a mental health and wellness practice located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, all about bringing mental health, wellness, and education outside the walls of the therapy office. So, how did I get all that started? Well, my background's in social work. Like I said, I'm a licensed clinical social worker. So, my background's in social work. I actually started in schools. Initially, that was the calling I felt like God had on my life was to break the typical stereotypes and stigmas that the society has for Black and brown individuals. And for me, I felt like the best way I can make that type of impact is starting in schools. So I started in schools. So my background is working as a school counselor, school social worker, mental health clinician, anything mental health related, behavioral health related in school settings I've done in K through 12 schools. And then I would work part-time as a therapist. So full-time in the schools, part-time doing outpatient therapy. And there I would see teens, started off with just children and adolescents, and then started working my way more towards teens, young adults. And then COVID hit, which was a blessing for me. Like many people started businesses in COVID. I'm one of them. That's me. Yep, I'm one. I started my business during COVID, not because I actually had a vision to start my business. My vision was to work in schools part time, full time, and then do therapy part time, and then eventually, quote unquote, retire in schools and just do outpatient therapy full time. And so I was already with a group practice. I'm still with that group practice, and then I was thinking about another group practice I wanted to join because as social workers, we don't ever have just one job. We gotta have multiple jobs. Let me know if you find a therapist with one job. And so I was thinking about another practice to start, and as I was thinking like, oh, where do I want to look, and what kind of other practice I want to join. This was in October of 2020. God clearly said to me, "Why are you about to give another practice a percentage of your worth when you could take the full 100%?"
Come on.
And I was
Come
like,
on. Won't he do it?
"Don't he do it? He know how to talk to me. Like God will talk to you the way He knows He's gonna get your
Right.
attention. You're gonna listen. He knows you talk about my coins. You talk about my worth. You got my full undivided attention."
Right.
So immediately, without question, literally without question, I was like, "You're right, God. Why am I about to do that? Let me start my own practice." And so from October to December, I was just taking, for those who don't know, the SBA, Small Business Administration, is a free federal granted um, organization that provides all types of free FREE
Yes.
free services for business owners. So I took advantage of that, including training. So I was taking 2 trainings a week, learning how to start a business and what that looks like. And so then by the time of the end of the year 2020, I had my LLC, and I started seeing clients in March of 2021. So yeah,
I
that was
love
my journey of how I started Speak Like Transformation.
I love it. You know, the piece that hit me was God tell you when he told you, stop giving away your coins, okay? Get the 100.
Listen, that part,
I
that part.
mean, 50, 60, 70 is okay, but why not get the 100? You know, why not do the thing that you know how to do? And then he
Exactly.
puts resources in our path that helps us to do the thing that he's telling us to do.
That
A
part.
lot of times, you
That
know,
part.
and I think that in life, career, and business, especially business, a lot of times we'll be like, okay, God, what am I supposed to do? And
Yeah.
he tells you exactly what to do. He will direct you into the path what you're supposed to, and then you're questioning, like, okay, yeah, but that ain't what it is. Like, he ain't tell me that. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that serves as a way to serve your fears, to
Mhm.
not make a move,
Mhm.
to not do the thing. But with that, I love that you said that in the height of COVID. All right. There's a lot of things that happen in the height of COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with going toward passion. And there are still people who are doing it right now,
Yeah.
who are
Yeah.
starting in 2025. You like, I didn't start 5 years ago, but I'm starting today. That's all
Yeah.
that matters, is that you start, right?
Mhm.
So I love that. When you decided to go the route of, um, I'm going to open my own practice, I'm going
Yeah.
to do this for myself, were there any, I hate to use the word fears, but were there any doubts? Were there any challenges that made you question whether whether you should still go this path, or let me just go back to safety?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, initially, no, because things were like moving so fast and things were happening at such a rapid pace. That initially I was like, oh, okay, this is like really what I'm supposed to be doing. I was still working full time in the schools and working part time at the other practice, and now starting my own business. So now I have like three three forms of income and jobs that I'm running. And initially, when I was starting, a lot of things was going well. Like God was just, I mean, sending so many downloads. I mean, that's when you know. And if you ever wonder, like, is this something that God is telling me? The answer is yes. When all then you just keep getting downloads connected to the direction He's telling you to go in. And I just kept getting
Mhm.
downloads and downloads on ideas and creative ways to do things. I wrote my first book within the first like 3 to 4 months of me
Wow.
deciding to start my practice. I was finding out things about myself that I didn't even know. I had gifts I didn't even know I had, like being a creative. I developed my own websites. I was creating graphics. I was doing a lot of things, writing books. Like I was doing things I never even thought I could do or ever thought of doing and never saw myself doing. Because I was really just sticking on, I call it the mediocre track, which was like, oh, you just work for other people. And I was cool with that. Or like, you just
Right.
go into private practice and that's the way to grow. And I was okay with that. So, but I didn't realize my extraordinary until I actually decided to start my own business and follow the purpose that God had for me. And that's when I started to find my extraordinary. But as things are going well, I was like, well, the only way I'm gonna like really grow my business is I'm getting clients. and I'm doing all the things, but I realized like I wasn't able to like continue to like really pour into the business as long as I'm full time in the schools. And I
Mm-hmm.
was already, again, that was not my plan to like retire or continue that anyway. So then the following year, I decided to leave the schools to do this full time. And then, of course, as soon as when I leave the schools and go full time, businesses are up and down. Which
Yeah.
I went in very naive because things were very up when I first started, and that's when I hit the first like down part of the roller coaster. And I'm like, okay, so the business goes down as soon as I leave my full time job. Like, wait, what? Like services start slowing down right when I decide to leave and do this full time. Like, what?
Uh-huh.
And I will say, like, the first 3 years was nothing but like ups and downs. And it was like every September, it was like clockwork. Every September, I look at God like, all right, God, the coins is not coining, the bank account is not banking. I
Right. Right.
mean, maybe I should be doing something else. And again, he would not give me an idea of another job to take. He would not give me a desire, passion to go anywhere else. What he would do is he would download another idea for the business. And like, God, this
Right.
is nice, but this is not bringing in coins. I need coins. So, but I realized like literally have no desire to leave what I'm doing and go back to working full time. And I
Right.
was like, unless God, and I was like, listen, this is, and I always tell like God, this was because again, this is never my idea. I was okay with joining another practice. Like that was okay with that. And God had to be like, no, this is what you're doing instead. So Speak Like Transformation is not my business. It is the Lord's business. It is God's business.
Amen.
And so I'm like, like, this is you. So you put this idea, so
Come
you're gonna
on.
figure this out. Like
Come
I'm
on.
just gonna let you do your thing, you're gonna figure it out.
Yes.
And I say that to say too, that's why I haven't left even with the lows, because even when I'm like struggling and I'm not able to pay all the bills, or I was struggling and not being able to figure out, is this going to work? I stayed 10 toes down on the mission that God gave me and the purpose that God gave me, because I'm like, you put me here and I know you're going to provide. And he always
Yeah.
provide. Like I have yet to be late on the bill, and I've yet to be, out and struggling. Right. And so that's what keeps me still standing. And I was talking to you before we started going live, is that I'm in year 4 now, and now I'm at a place of rest. Like I'm still not where I want to be
Right.
with
Right.
the growth of my business, but I'm at a stable state. Like it's stable more than it's ever been, and it just continues to go in that direction. And so the worry is no more, because I'm like, if 3 years in and I'm still here, and I'm still the business is still thriving, and I'm growing and thriving in different ways that I never could imagine, then I know I'm gonna be all right. Even if it's not exactly what I envisioning for myself right this moment, I know I'm gonna get there. So yeah.
Absolutely. That's called total alignment, right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I love the fact that you say this is God's business, because I believe the same. Okay. Jesus, this is all for you. This is
Yeah.
yours. Just tell me
Yeah.
what you
Yeah.
want me to do.
Right. Right.
And I believe that that total surrendering of the things that we worry about, we get amazing results once you
Yeah.
just fully surrender and stop trying to do it all.
Mm.
Stop trying to do this and trying to do that and I'm listen, I'm I'm talking from transparency here, because I mean, if anybody knows, like when I first started full time in entrepreneurship in 2020, in October of 2020, I left the 9 to 5, and I promise you, I had probably like 8 different divisions in my company. I had like 15 different things that I was offering to do this and do that. And I'm just like, I'm gonna do it all by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is not the way it needed to be. And that caused even more chaos, more stress, and nothing was getting done. There was
That part.
nothing getting done. And then I had the nerve to do it all for free.
Mm. That part.
What in the
Free,
world?
or sometimes the cost is so low, you might as well just do it for free. Yeah.
Right,
That part.
right.
Hmm.
And I would say that during those times, that was the moment I had all the friends in the world. Okay.
Hmm.
Everybody was Tameka's friend. Everybody loved
Yeah.
themselves some Tameka's. Just like, okay, just reach out to Tameka. She'll do this and she'll do that. And I'm just like, yeah, I got you. I got you. And plus I was working that 9 to 5
Yeah.
while doing all of this as well, before even
Yeah.
stopping the 9 to 5. And so I think letting all of that go and stopping myself from doing all the things that I did not just, that's that quote of just because you can don't mean that you should.
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
to
yeah.
really eat that and
Mhm.
digest it and apply it to my life in all areas of
Yeah,
my life. But I
yeah.
do love the fact that you didn't give up. You didn't give up. You're still pushing. And that whole thing, entrepreneurship is not a straight line. It is not straight up. It ain't up and make a right turn and you just go straight and it's there.
Right.
That is not entrepreneurship. It is a
Yeah.
struggle on most
Mhm.
days, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Even with systems in place, because things happen that you
Yeah.
sometimes a lot of things you don't have control over, with
Mhm.
some of the things that happen. Ask us how we know, okay?
Yeah.
But with that, again, I'm just gonna say this one last time, y'all. It's called total alignment. Okay,
Yeah.
get yourself in alignment with your higher power. For us, it just happened to be God. Okay,
Mhm.
and then surrender and
Yeah.
watch how things happen when you let go and let Him have His way within your life, your business, your relationships, with everything.
Mhm.
Things just
Mhm.
begin to fall in place, and you
Yeah.
may not see it initially because it's not happening fast enough, because you've been struggling at the same for like a good 8-9 years. That's a long time. But when it starts to happen, it just happens, and then you're like, oh, okay, this is what it was, right?
Mhm.
So this is just an encouragement to you all. This was not what this episode is about, but it is what the episode is about.
Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now that we have, talked a bit about you, your backstory, your tipping point, if you could sum up your mission in life, your mission to do, your mission to impact, what would that be in one sentence?
Yeah. My mission is just to help women live their best life as their best selves unapologetically.
I love it.
That's the mission I'm on. I think it, and mainly because as women, we are often doing a lot for other people, or we're often allowing fear and guilt and doubt to really stop us from being aligned, right, with
Right.
what we're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of just doing what we want, that we know is best for us, and being okay with that. So yeah.
Right. Right. I love that. I love that. All right. So you mentioned the one word that I was waiting on you to say, which was unapologetic. Okay. Being bold, being audacious about that thing,
Mhm.
and just
Mhm.
living life unapologetic. Can you
Yeah.
explain to us what is your definition of unapologetic living?
Yeah, unapologetic living is where you do not apologize for your values, your beliefs, your interests, your hobbies, your goals, the decisions that you choose to go in, right? Whatever decision you make, you just really are not apologizing for what you know you need for you, what you want to do for you.
Right,
And also, it's not even about doing it in a very, um, I don't even want what the word I'm even looking for, but I guess cocky or conceited
right,
way. But it's recognizing that, I'm selfish and I'm okay with that. Right? Like, be unapologetic living is recognizing that I need to be selfish, because in
right,
order for me to really show up as my best self at my best, I have to pour into me first. So if you're asking me to do something, you're expecting me to show up and do it at my best, right?
right,
And as my best. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I am unapologetic about my needs, my capacity, and what is required of me to be able to show up at my best. And so if you want me to show up at my best, then you okay with me being unapologetic about putting myself first.
right, right. I love that. I love that. And so tipping that into now with unapologetic living with Natasha Bryant, the show, okay? When you decided to take this and turn this into a show, some call it podcast, some call it show, whatever. At the end of the day, when
Tomato,
you
tomato.
decided, right, when you decided to impact more women across the globe with your voice, with your message, right? Was there a fear? Was there something that you felt, okay, let me make sure this is the right thing, or I don't know if this is the right thing, but I'm just gonna move forward with it anyway. Was there anything within you that, as you created it?
Yeah, I think for me, and many people might have experienced this too, and I had to learn this like as I was like also building my business as well. Is like my first thing, the therapist in me, right, is often like I want to help everybody. Like I want to make sure that it's reaching the masses, right? And so it's always this worry of like I don't want to say the wrong thing, and then it turns this group off, or I don't want to not say this thing and then not reach that group, right?
Right.
And then I had to realize in an unapologetic way, right? Who is for is who is for.
Right.
So just show up, turn on the camera, and say whatever the vision I have or whatever the mission is of the show or the episode. Just do that. And who is for is going to be for, and who not is not, and be okay with that, right? And that's where I'm at now with any type of appearance that I make publicly, whether it's like on a podcast or if it's me doing my own show, if it's me doing video on social media, if it's me speaking on stage, right? Like I'm showing up as my full authentic self, making sure that I'm honoring my values, honoring my own mission, my ministry that God has for me. And who is for us, who is for. And it's not gonna be for everybody, and that's okay. And then not everybody's gonna get it. That's okay. But the ones who will get it, they will find me. Those are my people, and that's who I'm supposed to be
Yeah.
serving, and that's who I'm supposed to be connecting with.
I love that. So you're being unapologetic in showing up, right? And how you
Mhm.
show up.
Mhm. Mhm.
Understanding that not everybody's going to be, you're not going to be the cup of tea for everybody.
Right.
And
Right.
as you said, that's okay.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
love
Mhm.
that. And I think that's a mindset that we all need to get to, regardless of who we reach or how we reach them, as long as we are showing up, right?
Mhm.
Showing up
Mhm.
to serve, providing quality service to whoever you are serving, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what's ultimately going to allow you to reach your people, your tribe,
Mhm.
the people
Yeah.
who flocking for
Yeah.
you, who looking for you. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love
Yeah.
that. So I will now ask you, what has been like your greatest takeaway? Like you have this unapologetic platform that you've built. It's
Mhm.
not just a show, it's not just your counseling services, but it's
Right.
you. It's your brand. Like you are
Mhm.
helping people. You're
Mhm.
helping
Mhm.
people um,
Mhm.
embrace healing, embrace restoration,
Yeah.
to heal, to restore, to move forward. What is your greatest takeaway from just your unapologetic brand?
Yeah. My biggest takeaway has been to not forget my mission and my purpose, right? Because when I show up in spaces on stage, even still to this day, I'm so much better at it now, but especially when I first started, I would be on stage very like, confident and feeling really excited about what I want to talk about. And then I'm on stage, I'm like looking at the faces and I'm like, oh, this person don't look interested, or oh, this person's not even paying attention, right? And then before I know it, like my confidence is being impacted. I'm getting caught up in, are people getting it? Are people understanding? Are people liking what I'm saying? Do they
Mhm.
really connect with what I'm saying? Am I saying enough where they're really gonna like, want to work with me or see me as someone that could be a potential, they want to potentially work with, like all these things. And then before I know it, now I'm on stage, I'm forgetting what I wanted to say. I'm losing the vibe and the energy that I had. And I forget, I'm lost in that moment, right? Because I'm getting caught up in like, oh my goodness, am I showing up the quote unquote right way, right?
Right, right.
And so my takeaway is being like, just focus on why you're even here. What is
Hmm.
the purpose of why you're here, and that's it, and not get caught. And this is why another reason why I've been able to overcome that is because, and this is how I know God is with me and hear me all times. Because I lie to you not, every single time when I'm on stage and I'm seeing someone in the audience that I'm thinking like they don't feel, they're not engaged. They're looking at me like, this girl don't know what she's talking about. They don't even, that is, I lie to you not. This is not a lie. I lie to you not. That is the person that comes see me, whether if I'm at vending at a table, they come to my table and say, oh my God, what you said was so impactful. Or that's the person that makes sure
Right.
they catch up with me after I speak,
Uh-huh.
before I go, and say like, oh my goodness, what you just said. I'm thinking to myself, right? And every time I'm like, God, I hear you. Okay, okay, I need to stop. I need to stop worrying. I need to stop and
Yes.
focus on what I'm supposed to be here for. And those moments is every single time God's reminding me, like, I need for you to get out of your head and just recognize
Yes.
that you're here for a reason and you have purpose. So yeah.
I love that. One of the things that when you were saying that, I would say that they're looking at you because they are in awe of the fact that you are
Mm,
standing right there at the perfect time and they can't believe, oh my God, like this is exactly what I was
yeah,
what? And
yeah.
they're probably talking about, Jesus, did you send her here for me? Oh my gosh. So just as well as it may knock your vibe off a little, don't let it knock your vibe off no more.
Yeah.
Like go up in that thing and
Mm-hmm.
deliver the way you always do, right?
Yeah.
Because somebody's waiting on you to share. And that's the one thing that I used to always tell people, and I still tell some people when I'm talking to
Mm-hmm.
them, that there is a lady or a person on the other end
Yeah.
of your message. They're waiting for you to deliver it. And something that Dr. KJ told me a long time ago when I was writing my book, if you don't share your journey, if you don't share your story, you're holding them hostage.
Yeah.
You're holding them
Yeah.
mentally hostage. And I'm just like, well, I don't want to hold nobody hostage, Jesus.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me go and tell these people what I've been through.
Right. Right. Right.
um,
Yeah.
so with that, I love that you still push through, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you are open to connecting with the people in the audience, because that's another big thing, whether it is virtually, whether it's on a screen or
Mm-hmm.
whether it's in person, somebody is going to be reaching out and
Yeah.
seeking to connect, seeking to talk or get some information or some guidance. And the fact that you are open to that, absolutely amazing. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I have two more questions, but before I
Mm-hmm.
ask those questions, let's get into a little bit more about what you got going on now. So, outside of the lights, the cameras, the action, what do you have going on in your life or business, or what are you working on right now?
Yeah, so I'm actually working on expanding the coaching aspect of my business. So I have these courses on demand, and it's under Unapologetic University, which is something I created a while ago. Unapologetic University is pretty much just like the vision was like this is the place where women come to like learn how to just be unapologetic, how to boldly execute their goals, overcome the doubt, the shame, the guilt, all the things, the fear that stops them. And so now I'm in the process of like branding that out and making it a full coaching experience through individual coaching, group coaching, my online coaching hub. If you watch any of the episodes of Unapologetic Living with Natasha on season 3, you'll see during the commercial breaks, I'm advertising that where you can click the QR code, or not click, but you can scan the QR code on that commercial, and it takes you right to the hub that has the on demand courses that's available. So I'm in the process of expanding that and being able to fully launch the whole like vision of that in 2026. So that's one of the main things. Also, I've been accepted into the Golden Sachs 100 Black women. It's a business
Mhm.
program
Yeah.
for Black women. Yes, I've been accepted into that cohort. So I'll be doing that from September to November. So I'm excited about that. I feel like I'm going to be back in school, like I'm about to get my MBA or something, because the way the coursework is seems
Right.
pretty intense. So I'm like, I'm pretty much getting a crash course in MBA in the
Right.
MBA degree. So I'm excited about that. So I'll be doing that in the fall as well. And because I'm going to be doing that, I'm probably going to be taking it low when it comes to events. I had a few ideas for events in the fall, but I'm going to see what this coursework looks like
Mhm.
before I decide to do that. But then I also have 2 speaking engagements coming up too. So I'm going to be speaking at the um, Black Girls in Social Work Homecoming Conference in Charlotte. That's in September. And then I'm also going to be speaking at the She Is Me at Sea. It's a conference that is a cruise on a cruise. And that's in October. So if you're a social worker and you're interested in learning more about how to register for that conference, or if you're just a woman who wants to go to an amazing conference of amazing women on a cruise, you can check out my website, natashabspeaks.com/all-things. and that will take you to the link where you can just, that gives you everything about me. But if you click on the link that talks about upcoming events, it'll take you to my events page, and I'll show you everything about those events.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
www.natashabspeaks.com is on the is on the screen here, y'all. Go to the web.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
first of all, before we go any further, congratulations. All
Well,
right.
thank you.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. I love all of that, all of the forward movement, because what
Mm-hmm.
that does, it energizes me. It energizes every other woman who's listening, just like, oh my gosh, like that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get moving. Okay. I need to do some things. But I will caution everybody who's tuning in. Okay. Do
Mm-hmm.
not try to do all the things at one time.
Yeah. As you see, I said I'm going to hold off on the
Right,
events to see
right,
how
right,
this goes first before
right.
I add any events to my calendar, because I've learned doing too much. Listen.
It will sit you down. But here's the other thing
Yeah.
too. Like, this is what you know. This is as you operate. So this is not
Mm-hmm.
something outside of what you already do, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not too long of a stretch for you to
Right.
show up in all of your authentic presence and serve. Whereas some people may be trying to do all the things that they should not be doing.
That
Okay.
part. Yeah.
But again, just
Yeah.
congratulations to Goldman Sachs.
Well, thank you.
The commitment there. Congratulations to the upcoming Unapologetic University. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. I love that. I think that's absolutely amazing. As well as your speaking engagements. This is good. This is good. So you're gonna
Yeah.
have a busy 2025. Well,
Yeah. Ending
fall,
I'm going
fall
to be closing out on
2025.
a busy note. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But it's good. It's all to set you up for 2026, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we should
Mm-hmm.
be doing. Whatever we're doing within a quarter in business, it should be to set us up for the next quarter or the
Yeah.
next year as we're wrapping things up. All right. So, few questions left. One is, this is about your show.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get to that, one question. For the ladies who are tuning in right now, who are here, they're tuning in, they're listening, they're trying to understand, they're trying to, decide on what they should be doing, if they should do some things, and how fast or how
Mm-hmm.
what pace they should do things. What is one message that you can share that will help her to begin to, one, share her story, but make a decision to move forward?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so interesting because I was thinking about this the other day, and planning on doing a video on this. One reason why many like high achieving women professionals, women entrepreneurs end up feeling stuck in either making like when it comes to their career or their business, whether it's like they know what steps to take next, but they aren't moving, or they don't know what steps to take first, right? And they feel stuck in that place. Many times it's because they are doing a lot of overthinking because they're so fearful of making the wrong choice.
Mm.
And whatever that connects with, whether it's if I make the wrong choice, I got to start all over again. If I make the wrong choice, I'm gonna look silly, or I make the wrong choice and people could judge me, or then it's never gonna work out. Like nothing's gonna work out at all because I'm gonna fail, right? Whatever the fear is connected to that, it's causing the individual to be paralyzed and either hesitate to move. So they have this slow movement because they're trying to like have every I dotted, every T crossed before they even make a move, or they procrastinate and don't move at all and delay the process because they're afraid of even making a step and it be the wrong thing, or they just avoid it altogether. They're like, you know what, we're just not gonna go over there. We're just not gonna go
Mm-hmm.
in that direction because I don't know if I'm gonna make the right choice, right? Um, and so the way to get through that is to recognize that you might not make the right choice because you don't have a crystal ball and know what's going to happen in the future.
Right.
And if it is the wrong choice, right, there are still ways to get to the goal that you want, right? The right choice, this perfect decision, is not the only way to reach your goal. You can mess up, you can fail, you can fall on your face and get back up and see, okay, what are my other options, right? Because you have multiple options to get in the direction you want to go in. You just have to be open and willing to be to acknowledge those other
Right.
options and not just be so fixated on this one path to go in. Um, and that's and being open to those opportunities helps you to recognize that it's not final. If you make a mistake, that doesn't mean that it's over and it's final. It just means that you got to try a different outcome. But then also allowing you to be open to, well, what if I take the first step and it is the right direction? What if things do go well, right? Like being open to, or if I make a mistake and I still succeed, right? Like also being open to things that going well, and being able to see the possibility of things going well instead of just being focused on seeing the possibility of things not going well.
Right, right. It's all about, one of the things I would say is the what if. A lot of times we get stuck on the what if.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then let's
Mm-hmm.
ask the question, what if it works? And just call
Yeah.
it a day.
Yeah. Yeah. I call them
Right.
the what if worries, right? And one of the things I've always said is, often say is like, instead of focusing on the what if worries, focus on the what if wins.
Right.
Right? Like, let's talk about the what if wins. What if you win? Like can
Come
let's
on.
do that,
Come
So yeah.
on.
Yeah.
What if you win? I love that. I love that. So the mindset shift is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Move away from procrastination. Don't go after perfection. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Spoken from dare I say, a recovering, you know,
It's a process, but it's okay.
it's a process, y'all. It's a process. But, you know, take care of you, for your
Mm-hmm.
sanity's sake. Stop
Yeah.
chasing all the things and not chase anything at all, right?
That
Because
part.
when you start chasing everything, you're not really chasing anything at all, like really, because
Mm-hmm.
you don't know where to focus.
Yeah.
And, losing that focus brings frustration, and frustration brings inaction. So
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, reach out to Natasha Bryant, who gonna help you through all that because I can't. Right?
I'm your girl. I am your girl.
Yes, yes,
Check
yes.
me out.
So with that, NatashaBspeaks.com. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to put it
Mm-hmm.
back up here. Where we are. Here we go. NatashaBspeaks.com. Go to the website, get connected with Natasha to help you learn how to live an unapologetic life, how to break free from all of the things that are holding you hostage, keeping you stuck, stagnant, and left behind. Like, just connect. All it takes is
Yeah.
one call, one connection. You never know what's going to happen. I always tell people, if you don't do anything, just take one action. Make a call to
Yeah.
somebody who can help you. Right. And I'm
Yeah.
telling y'all now, Natasha can help y'all. Because if anybody DM me, if you send me an email, you text me, I'm not responding to nothing that has to do with anything in that arena. I'm going to direct
Yeah.
you over to Natasha because she's the expert. Right. All
Yeah.
right. So, Natasha, last thing, I did ask you where people can connect with you, follow you, stay connected with you. Did I ask you that? No, I didn't. Where
No,
can
but we
people
can talk
find
about
you?
that.
Where can
So
the
you
people
can
find
find
you?
me on Instagram and TikTok is Speak Like Transformation. Facebook is Speak Like Transformation SLT. And that's where I'm at. I'm on LinkedIn as well. I always get that one wrong, but I think it's Natasha B dash 123. I believe that's my LinkedIn. But yeah, mainly on Instagram though. Mainly on Instagram. So yeah, check me out there. And you also can check out my website, speakliketransformation.com. And that's a business website. So it talks about more of like my services, like therapy, for example, if you're looking for that, if you live in the states of Pennsylvania and or New Jersey. And then if you're looking to book me for any type of speaking engagements, hosting, workshops, things like that, NatashaBspeaks.com is a great way to book me for anything. And then when it comes to confidence mindset coaching, either website, you can click book a discovery call to schedule a discovery call so we can meet and I can explore what are you looking for when it comes to getting rid of those mindset blocks.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. At the end of the day, if you don't remember a website, just go to Speak Like Transformation on all. Well, let's go to Instagram, okay? Speak Like
Yeah.
Transformation. You're gonna connect with Natasha, and she's gonna
Yes.
tell you exactly what you need to do and how to get that consultation booked.
Yes.
Okay, this has been really good. So the last question that I have for you, Natasha, is let me look over here and make sure I'm making sure I'm getting it out. Okay, so for the lady who may be interested in joining us within the Energizer Vortex, right? Of
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
empowering more women around the globe. of speaking life into more women around the globe, of helping to bring forth a transformation around the globe,
I
of
love it. I love it.
connected to the unapologetic queen herself, empowering and energizing women around the globe. What would you say what would you say to her that you feel would entice her to join us within the Energizer Vortex?
Yeah, I mean, well, what you just listed was,
I
right there.
mean,
Those are
I
all the
mean,
reasons right there. Um, but I would say the community is amazing. Tameka is great. I'm not saying that because I'm just on here, but she really is very informative and supportive, and she generally wants everybody to win, right? And so if you're like, I'm not doing this, 'cause I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't know how to do this, or I'm scared, like Tameka is definitely someone that will be able to support you, uplift you, connect you with the resources to help you feel equipped and confident to really execute the vision you have for the show, whether it's a podcast, and that could just be a speaking podcast. You don't have to do video, or it can be a video and speaking podcast. Or if it's something else that you want to do in that type of sector, media sector, she can really connect you with that. So I would say just that and is enough, where that connection, that community, and that network that you'll be able to gain. And as a result of gaining that, you will learn so much as well. So yeah.
absolutely. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna send you about a good 250 in Cash App after this. No, but seriously, I thank you for that. But this is literally what I love to do. Like seriously,
Mm-hmm.
I was just telling Natasha how there was a lot of projects that I had on my plate, and I was just like, I just need to get them done. I just need to get the projects done. And now that my projects are done, I'm back. So I'm excited to be back and full time doing this thing with Energize Her. And I'm going to invite you all to my upcoming masterclass actually on Saturday. I forgot to even talk about it, but it's on Saturday. Let me show y'all this real quick. All right, so y'all can't hear me when I put the thing up, so I just gotta wait my time. So it is the Book Bold and Bank masterclass I'm doing on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's only for right at an hour, maybe 90 minutes. But I'm going to be teaching how to own your voice, own your message, build your platform, but also learn how to profit, how to make a profit from your own platform, right? There's a lot of people who are interested who want to know how to do the thing. Okay, show up. It's free, y'all. It is absolutely free. And all you need to do to register, energizeher.us is right here at the bottom of the screen, energizeher.us. You'll be able to register for and secure your free seat. Absolutely dropping the gems. I'm absolutely no fluff. I'm absolutely excited to help you launch, grow, and or scale what it is that you have going on. I just need you in the room. I want you in the room because I love to be surrounded by women who actually are taking action and doing the things. So if that's you, get your ticket, energizeher.us. You'll be able to register, join us on Saturday morning, and get ready to take action right after. So, Natasha, thank you. I appreciate you for being here with me. I appreciate your yes for showing up, having a good conversation here on social media, streaming live. I'm back, y'all. Your girl is back in these social media streets. So today we have talked about one, being unapologetic in your values, being unapologetic with your self-care, with your time, right? And Natasha said not in a cocky way, but just be unapologetic in you needing to do for you before you continue to do for others, right? You have to pour into yourself. You have to have a routine that allows you to feel healthy, whole, and with a foundation before you begin to give to everybody else. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching the replay. Put hashtag replay if you're getting the replay on this. But I also want you all to, again, go and connect with Natasha at Speak Life Transformation on Facebook and Instagram, but also go to her website, natashabspeaks.com. Get connected. Listen, this is not just somebody we just came together to do a podcast. No, these are women who are actively doing impactful work in the world. Like, she is a licensed social worker. A licensed clinical social worker. Okay, respect on her name. Y'all see that, Natasha Bryant? So this is what she does. She is just created a part of media to now take her message to even more women with being unapologetic. So if you haven't tuned into the new season that's out the fire season that's out right now, you should go to the moguls.tv if you're on your PC or your mobile device, or download Mogul TV Global on Roku or Amazon, because I know y'all got both of them.
I got both. I do.
Roku and Amazon Fire TV. Download the Mogul TV Global app so that you can tune in and catch the amazing shows, the amazing content, the amazing conversations that are being had with Unapologetic Living with Natasha Bryant. So thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you. Natasha, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
I'm excited.
As always, fun time. As always.
Absolutely. So y'all have a good evening. Great evening.
It's Natasha.